All right, let's make matcha. Okay, so let's talk about the things that we need. First and foremost, of course, is the matcha. This brand here, we get at New Seasons. I'm not sure if it's specific to New Seasons, but they have a few different types, and this is the one that we prefer the most. Then we've got the matcha mixing set. So this is the bowl here. We've got a whisk that we'll utilize as well. And then we have the matcha scoop. I believe this is a traditional scoop. So use this to grab it, pour it in. And then I use a tea filter here. You'll see we put the matcha in, press it through. It really helps break up some of those chunks that end up in the bowl. Okay, let's talk quickly about the oat milk that we prefer. This is Khalifa Farms Oat Barista Blend. It is an oat milk, it's creamy, but you really want to get the barista blend here. If you don't get that, it's not going to be very good, trust me. All right, so let's get going here. We've got the oat milk. We're going to pour this into the mug here. And then once we get up to about 3/4 of the top, we're going to go ahead and move on over to the microwave. I do put this on for about 1:30 minutes, and that seems to do the trick. When we bring that back, we'll set that to the side. And then let's go ahead and grab the bowl here. So we've got the bowl. We're going to grab the filter strainer device here. We'll open up the matcha, then we'll grab the matcha scoop. The key here is to dig in there, and you get a little mound on top of here. We'll call that 1 scoop here. So we've got 1. We'll go ahead and go in. Now we've got 2, and then I tend to go with 3. You can of course go further than that if you want more caffeine, but 3 seems to do the trick. And then, like I said, we'll go ahead and start just pushing this matcha through the filter. The purpose of this, again, is to break everything up, get rid of those chunks. If you get a few of those chunks in your drink, it's definitely bitter and not very enjoyable. So feel free to mash that up. We'll set that to the side. It's time to mix some water. So let's grab our kettle. I like to heat it up to about 170, and then we'll pour that in just enough to get it over the top of the matcha here. So not too much water, just enough. Grab our whisk and we'll start whisking. Now keep in mind, the purpose of the whisk is not actually to mix the matcha, it is to create a froth. So we'll keep mixing it here, and usually takes about 25-30 seconds for my preference, but you'll see as we mix it up here, it gets more and more frothy. And then really at some point you just kind of stop because that's where you want it to be. So I'm gonna go to about right here, and you can see that nice froth. And then our last step is to pour this into the oat milk. So you can see just boom, straight in there. We'll grab our stir stick and go ahead and stir it up really quick. And boom, look at that. You've got yourself a matcha. And then of course, it's time to enjoy.